What's up, guys? It's Card K99, and today I'm here with my ambitious card routine trick revealed for all you guys to see. And basically, what this trick is just a bunch of controls and controls, basically. Basically, just controlling their card to the top the whole time. All right. So what you do first, all right? What I do actually is I have them shuffle the deck, and then I have them go through and pick their favorite card face up, alright? So they can actually choose whatever card. Let's just go with the Ace of Spades just to remember it so it's easier for us to remember. And I'm going to go ahead and actually, let's use the Ace of Hearts, alright? Just because I'm going to assign the card. Alright. Ace of Diamonds will work, actually. Alright, Ace of Diamonds. And I'm actually going to go ahead and sign the card, put my Sharpie in my pocket, alright? Just so that we know it's the only one. Alright. Got that signature right there. Can all see that, I hope. Let me just bring in the focus on that. Alright, see it right there? Just go ahead and pick up the Sharpie real quick. Alright. We don't need that for the rest of the trick, just so you know. For my performance, at least, all you need is a rubber band. Well, I'm not going to teach the rubber band version, but I am going to teach, however, the paperclip version, which you guys, I'll show you what it looks like at the end, alright? Because it's my closer, if I do that. Alright, so what you do, you take their signed card, and you just do the Marlowe tilt move, which just looks like this, and what you're doing, this just brings it to the second position, but it looks like it's going into the middle, right? So now you can see it's not first, but second from the top. And how that works is, so you have their card, right, and I'll go behind the camera, just to, I've never been behind the camera before, let's see how it is. So, you have their card here. You say, alright, so I'm just going to take your card. You get a pinky break right there, okay? You get a pinky break under there. And you say, alright, I'm just going to put it in about the middle. And what you're doing is just jabbing out cards. So you're just poking out cards from the front, so it looks like you're trying to get it in. And all you do is you just say, alright, that should be about the middle. You know, I'm just guessing. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you just close it up as you push that in there. You can do a little fan just to sort of take their eyes off of the fact that you just put it second from the top. Most of them won't notice it. But if you do it more than once, they most likely will. Now what you do from this point, you can say, alright, so your card really isn't on the top. And it really isn't on the top. And what you do while you're doing that, you take off the top card. Your card's really not on the top. You just push over, get a little pinky break, alright? So you can see that I got my pinky break right there. That's a bit exaggerated, but you just get a pinky break. Your card's not on top. But, you know, if you snap for me, and I do the snapping thing, you can just do, but now if I snap, I just have them snap. So if you snap, they snap, then you do a double lift, and you still have your pinky break under two cards now, then your card will come to the top, and you do a double lift, and you just hold this there. You want to make sure that there's no, like, that it's not like that, how it's not, you know, so you can see both cards. You want it to be pretty perfect, so what you do, you get that double lift, and you just square it up before you do the double lift. So you know everything's square, and then what I do is I just hold the card back like that, so that it's not going to, like, show or whatever. I don't really know what to say. But yeah, so you get their card second from the top, but they think it's on top. You show it, and then you take a double lift, and you just put it back right on top. That's what I do. And this is all my stuff. It's like what I do in my performance. So now, what you do from this point is you take their card, really an indifferent card. You don't show them. You say, alright, so we'll lose your card in about, let's just say, the middle, okay? And you can have them stop. I just usually put it in the middle. I show them that that's really about the middle of the deck. And I have them push it in usually if I trust them enough to not peek over at it. Because that's not their card. You don't want them to see it. You can give it a quick shuffle if you want, but I think that sort of takes away from the trick. So what I do is I say, and if you just snap, and sometimes what it'll say, it'll do a double lift. I'll say, as you can see, your card is not on top. That's a double lift right there. But now if you snap, and they snap, your card comes to the top. That's just a single right here. And you want to turn it over the same way as you would if it was a double. So people get, so they get used to it, basically. So they see this and they say, alright, so that really is one card. So whenever he does that, it must be one card. So now once you have this, what you do is you leave it face up on top and you spread through the cards and say, now you could have picked any card you wanted. And you get a break under these last two cards any way you want, okay? So you can see that right there. I'll show you what it looks like from behind, from like your point of view. So you have the card here. Alright, so we'll just take your card, right? And just remember, you could have picked any of these cards, right? Any one you wanted at all, and you just get a break under these two. what that looks like in fast motion is, alright, so you could have picked any card you wanted. Just remember that throughout the trick, alright? And then boom, I have my break. And it's kind of a big break, but it doesn't really matter that much. So now once you have that 2-card break under the deck, you switch that to a thumb break. So now what you have is that, alright, you can see the 2-card break right here. Alright, so you have the 2-card break to a thumb break. So pinky break to thumb break. And you just swing cut some of the deck over. And this is what the move looks like. Now it's third from the top on this pile. 1, 2, 3. Alright, how that is done. I'll show you how it looks in fast motion. Alright, so you could have had any card you wanted, any one at all. Okay, but you chose one card only, the Ace of Diamonds, alright? So we'll take your card, and boom, it's done. Okay, I'll show you how to do that move now. So, once you have the 2-card break, what you do is you swing cut it, and while you're flipping it over, you just drop the break. But you want to do it like sort of in sync with while you're flipping over the other card, like that. It just looks like you're dropping one card, but you're dropping 3 in total. Okay, so take these 2 cards back. Alright, so it looks like this. Alright, so now we'll just take your card and just sort of lose it in the middle. Okay, and we'll just put it into this half. And you're just taking in different cards. So their card is second from the top on this pile. So now their card's out jogged in this pile. What I do is I push it in with my pointer finger. I don't let them see that. And I just lift off half the deck on this side and just throw it in here. So now I would say, alright, so now it's in the middle of the middle of the middle of the middle. And just kind of make a joke there, just sort of mess around. Once it's second from the top for your purpose, in the middle for them, what you say is, alright, so you can see your card's really not on the top. You get a pinky break. Okay? Alright, so your card... Alright, so your card's really not on top. Alright, but now if you snap, and they snap, then your card jumps to the top. That's double lift right there. So then, you take their card again. Alright, you just put it down. You lift off some random card, Jack of Spades, and you just have them lift off about half the deck. So I'll just hold it right here. So I'm just going to give the camera about half the deck. And their card should be right on top of this pile, okay? So once they have the pile with their card on it, they think their card is right here, but this is just some random card. You take their card and put it right into the middle of this pile. It doesn't really matter, actually, but you just put it into this pile. Once you have that in there, you just say, alright, your card should come right to the top, and you don't have them snap or anything. You say, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to have you snap. And then you have them snap, and you can do double lift to show that it changed, but not to the right card. And you don't have to do double lift there, you can just show, oh, it's not working, maybe. And you just say something like, do you think it's possible for a card to travel between piles and go into your pile? And they'd say, well, I don't know. They'd probably just start looking through the decks. And you say, well, actually, not into the pile per se, but on top of the pile. That's been the theme, hasn't it? Your card's been coming and rising to the top of the deck. So then you just say that and say how it came to the top of the pile. They'll look at the top card, and sure enough, it's their signed card. You take it, put it back on top, face up. You do the same thing as before. Either you get a pinky count with 1 card break, just like that. Alright, so either do that, get a break. And what that looks like, I'll just teach that real quick. It's not going to be a great tutorial because it's really quick. You have their card right here, and you just pull down 1 card. Okay? The reason I don't like doing that often is because sometimes when I do that, I grab 2 cards, and then you kind of get screwed up because if you have 2 cards, then the trick, you're going to mess up. Like I've seen before, if you watch Disturbed Reality, you'll see he's done that in one of his performances when he does the similar thing that I do, alright? So what I do is I just say, now remember, you literally could have picked any card, and you just get a 1 card break this time, alright? So once you have that break, do the same thing, transfer to a thumb break, alright? Swing cut, do the paintbrush move where you just drop an extra card down. It's another card second from the top right here. And you say, alright, we'll just lose your card right into this pile. You don't let them see it. You square it up, and you give it to them. And now their card really isn't in that pile at all. And then you have them snap, and you say, alright, now your card should be right at the top of that pile. While they're looking through, card to mouth. Okay, that's powerful. Because their card that's in that pile that they thought just jumped on top of that pile, is now in your mouth. How is that possible, they're wondering. And like people, if you're doing it for a big crowd, somebody's gonna see you do card to mouth, but usually people won't say anything. They'll just sort of laugh and they'll just sort of laugh about it, and they won't say like, "Oh, I saw him put it there." So don't worry about other people seeing it. Just do it, because the person you want to focus on fooling is the person right in front of you, the person whose signed card you have. All right, the other people, they don't matter for this trick. I hate to say it, but usually you want to work with an audience, but the other people don't really matter as much because it's their card. They're the one that's getting all the powerful feelings from it. So once you have their card in your mouth, you take their pile back, and you just have their card right on top. Okay? Now you take their card, all right, and this is your card, and you just say something, and while you do that, you just get one card flipped over on top. All right? How you do that is, what you do, you just have the pile, you have their card in one hand, and you just push over one card and flip it over right on your chest. All right? Now you have one card face up. You get a little pinky break under that. Okay? And now you say, and you hold this face down. You don't want them to see that face up card. So you just hold it down at your side or something, just relaxed position, all right? So nobody can actually see that flipped over card on right there. So you have their card, and you say, all right, so we'll take your card, okay? And now you just loaded it. It looks like it's on the top. And you just put a bend in it. And you actually do bend their card, but also one other card, which they're actually not aware of, okay? That's why this is... So that's how this move works. So you bend two cards. You say, all right, so now we can identify your card just by the bend in it, okay? And you show them that there's a huge, that's way exaggerated, but you show them there's a huge bend in it. Then you slip cut some indifferent card in there. You hold this packet down, okay? You can see their card there. And you say, all right, so now we'll just drop your card right in there. And now when you snap, it comes to the top, and I'll just go over that again real quick because I know that that's kind of a hard part of this whole shebang, and it's one of the most powerful parts. So you got to do this. Okay, so you do the turnover move. We'll just do that. So you're just talking, boom, turnover. They usually don't see that if they're watching like a hawk, then just do it down at your leg. But otherwise, you should be able to get away somewhere like down by your hip-ish. So now you have their card here. You give it a quick bend. I'm actually going to do an opposite bend to undo my bend, but you want to put a bend in it, all right? Once you have that, you flip over 2 as 1, okay? You show their card has a bend in it, then you slip cut the indifferent card into the middle while holding this down. And they usually won't notice it. They'll be focusing on this card. All right, you put it right like that, right on top. Now, you're holding down this top card with your thumbs like that. And if you would let go, you can see it jumps to the top. So you guys see where this is going. When you snap or they snap, it comes to the top. Alright? And what you can do for a kicker ending to the trick is you do the, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's some sort of fold-up move where basically you end up folding their card and it ends up inside of a paper clip. Sorry, I just dropped it, but basically some random card in a paper clip in your pocket. Okay, that's the gimmick that you have to make. So it's just literally some random card. Use an old deck that you have and just fold up some card into 4 pieces. Doesn't matter what card it is. You just fold it up and put it in the paper clip. Okay, just like that. And you just have this loaded in your pocket. All right, just ready to go. And then while they're amazed at the pop-up card, what you do is you take their card, you just bring it to the bottom of the deck, and you do a fold-up move. And what that is just, well, actually what you want to do is you want to do this face up where their card. So what you do is you just flip the deck over. Now their card's on the bottom, face up. What you do is you just bring, with your thumb, while you're talking, you just bring this corner in. All right, once that's folded, you just fold it the other way, and then you palm it off into your hand. I'll just do it with the full card. You palm it off into your hand, and then you go into your pocket. You grab the paper clip, all right, with your piece still palmed in your hand. And what you do is with your folded piece, okay, you say, all right, so you know what? I'll take off, and your folded piece would be right here. You take off the paper clip. What you do is you strip away that other card too. So you take off the paper clip, and the card. And then you put that in you ditch it right away because you have an extra card in your pocket. And you unfold this and show somehow their assigned card you had prearranged in your pocket. That part I just went over quickly because it's just sort of hard to explain, and honestly, I'm not too good at the move. I don't do it publicly yet, just because I'm not that confident, but I thought I would show you guys how it's done in case you guys want to perfect it, and just so you guys have some ideas, because the one thing I love about Ambish's card is the different ideas you can do with it. Alright, you can literally just do the pass the whole time. I've seen people do where four diamonds is a card now. You put it in the deck, alright, and you just do a pass real quick. That was a bad pass. And you show somehow your card comes to the top. You do it again, you do it a few times, alright, the card keeps coming to the top, just somehow. And you do this move. So once you do the pass a few times, you show their card on top. You say, now you can pick any card. So obviously it's not the card that's gimmicked. You get a 1 card break. I'm going over this quickly just because I don't do this one. I'm not that great at the pass to begin with, and to do it for a routine wouldn't be that good. So what you do is you show how the pass is done, alright? So you put it in, you show exactly how the pass is done, and that's the Herman pass actually, but I like that version of the pass better, just because I'm better at it. Their card keeps coming to the top. Then you break it down, so you literally show them how the pass is done. How you get a break, and however you do the pass, that's how you show them. Then you say, so that's actually how I've been bringing your card to the top. And now, you know what, I've actually mastered that so much, I've been able to do a one-handed pass, alright? So you take their card, flip it over, you get a 1 card break on the bottom. Okay, whatever you have to do, just get that break. And then you do this move, where you just drop it and the extra card into the middle. And then you put this in here. Alright, then do the little center into the center. And then you show, this is how it looks. And that's my one-handed pass, and it comes to the top. You just do that move, alright, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically like the card to mouth, but without the mouth part, okay? And I hope you guys just enjoyed this sort of longer-ish video. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want to see something specific, make sure you leave a comment. If any Magic YouTubers out there want to collab, maybe do a video on each other's channels, let me know, because I'm totally down to do that. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of March. Or, sorry, not March, May. I'm recording this on April 5th, so by the end of May, I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. Okay, it could be sooner, it could be later, but I hope it's around... Well, I hope it's tomorrow, but it's not realistic, so yeah, I just hope it's ASAP, as some might say, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I might be doing a sort of original trick I made, so peace out.